We all have a lot in common with each other. We tell the dentist we're going to floss, even though we don't actually do it. We tell Waze that we're the passenger, even though sometimes we're not. We're all surprised that coronavirus is lasting more than a month, even though it was made in China. So we have a lot in common, but at the same time, we all know that we're individuals and we have many differences between each other. And this contrast comes up into conversation in regards to the construction of the Mishkan, the tabernacle which the Jewish people built for God. In our Parsha, when we talk about the construction of the Mishkan, we talk about the covering, and one of the materials used for it was oros techashim, the skin of an animal called tachash. What is the tachash? Rashi gives us a bit of a hint of what it is, that it was an animal that was specifically living in the times of the Mishkan being built. It then went extinct. It was an extremely colorful animal. And the question is asked in the Sefer Hagyona Shel Torah by Reb Ben Zion Führer that why was it so important for God to create a brand new animal called the tachash that had so many colors specifically for this reason? There are so many other animals out there. Why was it necessary to create a new one that had so many colors? There are other colorful animals. So he explains that there's really a two-faceted lesson here for all of us to remember. On the one hand, the tachash was multicolored to represent the so many various different types of Jews that there are out there. All of us together is what beautifies God's presence here in this world, and that is why the Mishkan was covered with so many colors from the tachash. But at the same time, there are specific measurements that are given for the size of the actual Mishkan, for the aron, the menorah, the shulchan that was inside of it. Everything is very, very particular to its materials that were used and to the measurements. So we have to keep in mind that there are parameters that the Torah gives us for how we should be living our lives. And when we live within those parameters, there is a lot of creative license to be your creative self and to be your individual self, and everybody doesn't have to fit the exact cookie cutter type. We are all individuals and have our differences, and that's what we celebrate. So when you're out and about and you see another Jew that may not look like you, talk like you, and not really your type, please, I urge you, go over, say hello. That's exactly what makes our nation so beautiful, that although we have so many differences, we are all woven from a common thread. Wishing you all a great Shabbos.